actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today.
Nah, okay. I have already two. Why? Okay, come here, no. Okay, Andy. Sabi bi adedi.
Nyame adu bibia e kama chama.
Yede amiasi. Na they say Arsenal yansan obia.
Davi. Arsenal team no da so Dubai kra.
Na oma yemo mo kro yina yansan obia.
Davi obia ama.
Ateta team no okay with it.
Yeah, because later
now dum je na gani je ho.
Entimia for
the melody ya.
And also break it down along the way. Last Saturday I no make I say entimia go through. Enti onze ata melody no na Juve na onze Mrantenom ko na dos Kulusevski ko Rodrigo Bentaka ko
Bentaka ko
yeah Aaron Ramsey enso ko
enti ko Rangers
ko Rangers no enti na Denis Zakaria pe no mo de na ba ene Vlahovic ti 3 players ko na ose ba ko so ko enti na ba ko be ka on no mo nyanya obia ti na ose ata melody.
Oh okay yeah. okay na Chelsea say obi
Chelsea and sign Obia.
Manchester United sign Obi.
Manchester United and sign Obia. Man City sign Baku.
Why?
Almost signing Julian Alvarez from River Plate or a striker.
United for sign Obia.
Debbie.
United team is saying yes or more big size of sign Obia. But Everton's why a good business.
Yes, Everton's why.
Sadly, they have a new coach.
Yeah.
Is it Dele Alli?
Dele Alli in Suko. And Donny van der Beek.
And Suko. As a, Lampard, no be away tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a Lampard way tomorrow. Okay. Obi Choice.
Someone can come.
Bogo there.
Nyame adom chawan.
Transfer window, answer the close no. It looks like big teams now. So that maybe Barcelona, no
yeah.
But then I think there's a agree with Mbappe.
Oh, says story be PSA there na El Chigarito. I was say opening Paderol. And in for breaky story no Spain. Or breaky anti story build for ne breaky there. Build for ne what Germany ne breaky Real Madrid story there. And of course, it's an agent and any papa Obiani Wakasa player now Muso Nkasa. And he, of course, Obiani himself Mbappe they done deal. At the end of the season, or a true Madridista, or a white or a Viking. But as to when exactly the official announcement to be made, no one has an idea. Mbappe, I said no as PSG Lucia, our French company. In fact, Mbappe Bobby, I think around the 64th minute thereabouts. But when to me I make that sort of impression. But Obia himself, Real Madrid a new identity. Obia. Obejina Kuonenim, okay, said the year 2000, Luis Figo free Barcelona by a Honona Galactico era, no Shasia, a Kuonenim alongside Pavon, no money, some of those boys are not mere true Madridistas. 2009-2010, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ricardo Kaka, so the face of the club in the last decade. And we've moved on into 2020. Unfortunately, now coronavirus now into 2021. Now business here a bit slow. 2022, the new Bernabeu when they send no money see quality. Of course, will be himself. Kylian Mbappe will be the new face, possibly alongside Ellen Bright Haaland. I'm gonna be the new face of Real Madrid and Mr. Florentino Perez. But general transfer markets no more like half time. Quenya Emma more relegation or more pre-relegation Newcastle, Norwich, teams or more say some more ever strengthen up more teams. And more GDS some bet maybe for example Liverpool so person J title on free Manchester City in Seminole and was so called Colombia no call Ekoji Diaz a free Everton for the new coach 2 new players that's what our players to be so on no so bread. For example, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. In fact, Mentia says Arsenal for the Lukaku. at the year Chelsea now ready Aubameyang the Arsenal or magic captain's band free in some. I mean, sure said £350,000 on the man in our channel. Any goals are on channel. I don't know my frustrated Branty and Osinakaima Barcelona because say Arsenal and to me and top replacement Biana your COVID-19 mrewemu na assembly na Edinketia konya positive corona. Lacazette positive corona. Now why in the best striker? I'm a team friend Arsenal.
Aubameyang there. Or maybe I'm being position on the Kenya.
Oh,
Nabra Bonye.
Nabra Bonye says, Chairman.
Obia, oh, now you're captain. Your quarantine team. Your boss season. Now a Jaco Dubai. So, go party.
Oh, sir, no, dear. Not the Lukaku.
Say, obey you on your way. Afcon, you don't obey to Muno.
Oh, sir, Afcon, say COVID now.
You call party.
Oh, Chairman.
I'm the guys.
The Lukaku, yeah, Chelsea, are still now Chelsea for Emmanuel Bobo idiot. Now, Sanka, Teta, Nyabu, Chekakra, Emma Lukaku, but sorry, Emma, a branch of Aubameyang. But at age 32, when you're FC Barcelona, Kwakobo, Barca standards will be inside drop because Adama Tuari or Noti bench or Wolves. I don't know, as Barcelona for and Sakano, and now Aubameyang on also Enya Bimbo, and it's a sad story because Branche extended a contract, I think in 2020 September. Akabe Busumi and Sama 2020 Nabanewe ya. Omo extending a contract or yeah, the highest paid African in the Premier League and possibly across the world with £350,000 a week, you know. Barely a year or two. Yaji captains in some Asiano Osia Kaima FC Barcelona. And the crowd say Southside Luke de Jong name Matthew Brasworth no dia and Pierre Americo Aubameyang and Kayakakra because school Aguero ni na court you or meja the quite no one to me and Tom Dembele dia. Now, she said the arrangement in city in Shishayano, sending a city as Arsenal bet Yakakra, Bassa bet Yakakra player now Musono, and the Kakra Bana Busumi Sia way enemy, what me Abama FC Barcelona no. Bassa for the Fanisa, Nenso, Yansha Seni and Subesiako, Everton for Saka, the Arsenal for Namentias here, because Spurs are at the Betancourt, Becca team no, the Dejan Kulasevski, as well Becca team no. Now say West Ham United, Manchester United, and Arsenal, and Spurs, and a pretty top form they are. Now Wasanka Arsenal for Enya player be obet, but unfortunately Dusan Vlahovic, a brand tennis was so Kosiakai, and my team friend Juventus, and of course Juventus for why signings kakra because the gap between Juventus and Inter Milan 11 points. Juventus so no Omne Villarreal Beshia Champions League imu. Inti Sankomu to me run top 4 na Champions League no Max Allegri to me ball no to me call many dia number to me aji Champions League no to me run as defending champions into Muson Saka Zakaria no Musaka Dusan Vlahovic on so to me abeka team no but of course I think the biggest transfer for second and a half time of the season, no, a branch friend, Luis Diaz, our Sinakama, in Kano Sinakama FC Porto, on Sabeka Liverpool Bobo, no, in Tenoba Chelsea, or more Diogo Jota, or more Firmino, or more Mo Salah, or more Sadio Mane, or more Minamino. Inti no Kranye Liverpool for a mobile contest, of course, on all fronts. Say FA Cup, say League Cup, say Champions League, say a year Premier League, no Liverpool or squad. Omo de Bronibesi, omo de value, omo de biaka team, no. I'm a team let me Gina ye. The start of the season, omo Kunate. I think so about some 2 seasons ago, and that's about 2 transfers ago. Omunya Thiago Alcantara, omunya Timakas, omunya Minamino. Into Chelsea Liverpool for so to talk to players now. And this player and the story are quite interesting because Asia and South America locals games. Yawankophobia no muti Colombia, omuti Argentina, omuti Brazil, no muti Sana, and Mafuno Eba Wabejo Mukrono. Into Colombia say they were colonized by the Spaniards. Into more Chroma Spain for the 2 omono. You're from Wayo for no a Honor branch friend Diaz no free tournament 2015. Omlusu final no to Peru. Into locals the tournament boy no and onya Kwenya ko Branquilla, onya Kwenya ko Athletic Club and IFC Porto for be fan say Yashim Brahim Yomujane Kwai into Omra Porto no and said down first season in the and so you bear 14 goals out of 50 games. Second season, now competition here tough kakra. Jesus Corona nom and Musa Maiga no more intina more than kakra. Inti Copa America me out to me the joint top goal scorer alongside Lionel Messi. The squad of the tournament team. A brilliant goal against Brazil. An amazing goal against Argentina. 2 goals against Peru in the 3-2 winner. Omunya in the play in the third place game of boy. Osamba Porto no na chese a new more boy Copa America no and one push to side level and truth be told Liverpool for major addition to the squad. Bet me abomo. I think said those are, and of course Aaron Ramsey. As well call Rangers. Your players to be so omunya be more. Donny van der Beek, Dele Ali, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Aaron Ramsey. Almost your players are almost two more waste your talent no. Into was some free baby on one no mukonya baby on bet me abobo. And it's an interesting transfer market, but results at the Bama teams are almost me to top play Newcastle for what to come. Targets no money than burn no omunyano echo anti at how but send you so bet me share nyoma but chairman me concern pa no ayo Otoado chairman
and then now the buy
yes
Otoado
chairman send onye coach Otoado onye coach Dortmund onye coach
train me vaso. Okay, Christian
chairman
Bogodie
namiado madum
mahusa mamfo aye ibi say Otoado jina na eyisu jira
no say nam social media
Chris Hughton
yeah
and I'm at Chris Hughton teams are managing Norwich, Newcastle, Brighton, Nottingham Forest. And Otoado so assistant coach once on my listen ho and the people say the told me the tone saniania Senate Dr. Tony Obi Akasa or say a third party influence normally be choose coach amomo so yes I say as I said they are buying their charge buying his own yes career they say napco for the TV job card yes I me just as blaster and go them go bit can go bombo ejia o nya kevo kaka we see akode but Christian, initial minimum they also cancer no abandi so but you remember as I'm going to go see you on the name outlining the program on recruitment youth team and this idea supporters mobilization you remember more Ash Gold as say how's the work to finalize Sulali Muntari and the Boachi Adam signings by close of day and Bright Yabo tell Abema all the done deals also be transfer windows or Ghana done deals you in the process of signing. And I said, Nina, club by club, by Tabo Taylor, Eddie Ra and Unsum, Na Yashe and Onsam and so better I signed a partnership with a women's league and a women's football. And also Onsam, I was saying, by any some of the Mensa and I know to a Afcon disaster. No, and so and some of those getting there, but Gambia, I'm not able to just say, Obo planning a hero's welcome. Now, and now we announcement on Gambian national television. Say it has been postponed to Thursday so that they can adequately prepare. That is the reason. I'm say, I'm feel say I'm renting on more bad. After a year, I'm free more Afcon 2021. No, I also I'm heroes welcome. Now I'm here arrangement and 2 tours at your panel. I'm postponed to go Thursday. So my team not track Cameroon train. Say Thursday no. Now with your mama and Thursday the time remains still 3 p.m. But massive transfers.
Yeah, chairman.
Teams have struggled in the Premier League, no. Arsenal. Yeah, Charles is struggling.
Okay.
I mean, Manchester United.
But I'm struggle pa no matopa.
Of course, Newcastle.
Yeah, matopa.
The richest club now.
The second highest spending January in the history of the Premier League. Na me hwe mo amekai say the highest spend was this year almost spending 295 million in January in Kwa. Na Oshe Premier League na I think say at a point almost spending over 480 million. That was in 2018. That was the year Premier League spending so much January. But chairman Oshe last year because of COVID-19 January Premier League spending just 70 million. And a transfer deadline day like Enrano I'm spending something less than even 10 million. but and then the way figures ni free as here bana almost spending this much HSS COVID-19 air financial restrictions, you know, the club are moving away from some financial restrictions now and back into the Premier League, you know. And for the Premier League to have been able to spend close to £300 million just in January. Chairman, HSS Premier League need this cut there. There's a league in the world that I compete with the Premier League in terms of a liga. Now, interestingly, this year, the battle against relegation will be so interesting. Chairman, only said Premier League clubs almost spend you know. That bottom 5 clubs, you know. Almost spend half the total amount of money spent by the entire clubs, you know. So almost spend £295 million. Chairman, 5 clubs now, almost other relegation zone, almost spend 150 million. So Obia percent of survival relegation. Etene, Osha, Everton, Norwich, Newcastle, Watford, and Brentford. Combined expenditure. General because they are battling against relegation, you know, they spend close to £150 million. And you know, going forward, they say will be strengthened. It's one equal relegation. I think it's very quite interesting. Now, Chairman, the entire Premier League now, so far there is no debate about it. It is the best league in the world. They've overtaking the Spanish league in terms of air quality in this case, almost a Spanish league, you know. Now maybe they will continue to dominate because Sikadie, now Osha said the other top 4 leagues in Europe, no, their combined expenditure in January, no, Chairman, £317 million. We England flew more, Italy, now Spain, now other France. No, all the other top 4 no. Their combined expenditure in January no, £317 million. The Premier League alone is spending £295 million. That is the power of money.
Wow.
You know, once they have
Premier League for almost
it attracts quality because quality cost. It's a dear board dear Papabiano. So this can talk. And at this moment in the Premier League, like I said, they have the money and obviously me attract quality players now around the world. Now Obama situation, Chairman, we are see attitude here pa. Now so Obama move from Arsenal to Barcelona. But it's also true, say because of attitude in Tino, he's losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they on say nanka ska nanka Arsenal kai so mutua Obama no 7.6 million pounds. By now, he is now moving away from 7.6 million pounds into accepting 1.6 million pounds. Look at the drop.
6 million.
Look at the drop. Senkenya attitude that there is no way it got to a point that no Aubameyang more like indispensable. By now got into a stage that or more like an outcast in Arsenal. Now we are talking about a player about 2 years ago, no a Premier League top scorer. I think that the 3 Africans now a top scorer in the Premier League, no Aubameyang one of them, 22 goals. But attitude now, no matter how talented you are, my attitude must complement your talent.
Of course, that's true.
But
then Aubameyang,
Aubameyang was the leader of Arsenal, and breaking all the camp rules.
What exactly?
Of course, the camp rules is that there is a bubble. There is a bubble. You don't go out of it. And Aubameyang called without Ubia knowledge. He went partying, and that's against rules.
Arsenal's rules.
That was against the rules. Yes, certain.
Okay.
In any institution, there are rules. 7 predators.
Yeah, no problem. I get you.
Apart from about AFCON, same COVID. When you COVID.
No, say in the case they see before AFCON.
And attitude as them about AFCON. So when you COVID. After now, all recover from the COVID, and they see isolation for 5 days. Isolation for 5 days, no could disco. Go for Abani hotel, team hotel. That is absolutely unacceptable.
Between the Aubameyang and the Lukaku Kayeno. Then
that be wrong. The fact that said
so the two manage between the two clubs. One the managing situation
between Obian and the discipline, how he wants to use discipline.
Okay.
Who say Obebi or go school so a boarding house no pure. That's one cry. Oba we day street.
Okay.
Your school also all come with child on amount.
Okay. In this case of Arsenal,
it depends.
Arsenal is a football club.
Arsenal
almost strikers here. Gabriel Martinelli, any Alexander Lacazette,
it doesn't matter.
Any Edin Ketia.
Arsenal a football club. yadi man wo ebue Matthew Flamini no boy ya go do champion final.
So there was an option, for example, in the case of Lukaku. Say umbe fine no, mo fine na, no man suspending 2 weeks. Lukaku anko 2 weeks, but one may say some critical games. He's back in the team. Into our contribution be ya. Obetumi ayi what team no.
But the coach
then Ateta onye sure say chairman Ateta was too or yirin nsemu dodo.
Your coach is be compromising on discipline. Your coach be punish you. Now what
okay.
You go have the punishment just one play one grab.
Okay.
Fine, if you have a question methods nibi. But Obama your name so I feel sorry Arsenal. You're a lot of youngsters. It's for somebody about to the highest level. About Dortmund, about where you want to go king how you looking up to your captain. Yes,
Magic Cup no na I check account because Modia di Ketia Muna Bebo. Gabriel Martinelli so on to me guarantee no. Obetumi Chairman
Ronaldo Graham.
I put you no was Sanka Tete nya butre kakra.
It is for no reason it is for no reason as na captain ban for instance. So onye wian come captain.
Of course, do you na nya kra.
It no
oh yeah, why some mom ye hu do yeah.
And then you forget we.
Call party
breaking team camp rules as the owner the leader na said name my baby on no be this as
it name our Arsenal can buy the modia yo ba mood buy name
why
name na mut me tom squad ni
Chairman me the enra me sa news bia na I am worried for Everton.
Yeah, so say the good news because so many Frank Lampard.
Chairman a gamble.
Oh, the gamble. Lampard never.
Lampard is a gamble.
And a gamble.
Now compare Lampard to the previous manager of hire Anya Anfa. Rafa Benitez came to Everton with a better pedigree than Lampard. Anfa.
And no be and no be arguing about Chris Hughton sense me. And I made sure the difference about sometimes coaches of these small clubs are a bit difficult because only the financial muscle be one on back to players. Maybe I could be Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest who plays in ya. Oh, a certain pool of players also to Barnsley. Anyhow, now say Premier League beer. The young player be not normal. But also say Evans coach Ghana Black Stars. Any Ghanaian player alive is a potential Black Star player.
Yes.
Sabi me amti the coach no sabi she'll be bentim. No ka so so man bebo body be chamba body. Because I'm a Ghanaian. Say now she'll be bentim now. I say. But say for club sides it depends on how much money you have.
Yes, no correct. No correct. Fahad Moshiri FI Everton in 2016. And our letter last week rather our letter to my Everton supporters and he said or be injecting £100 million into the club. Chairman or the says can be they already was spending one from 2016 no was spending over £450 million into the club. Now when he took over from Everton in 2016, now the ambition is to closing the gap between the so-called big six, and Everton. But the reality is that and they as the gap between the big six and Everton, it keep wide as a move. Now the reason tell Mr. Chairman, one shot now a year gamble is say so now any managerial a call up bia wronger. Baby Everton Trano, Chairman they may be relegated.
I almost heard a Juma or Koya with what's this team? Chelsea. Derby County. So when he had those kind of players, someone that big,
that is why I'm saying that is why I'm saying it's a gamble.
Derby gamble, no positive. So I'm going to say Lampard knows the Premier League. He knows the teams, owning players. No, so and Lampard is a good coach. It's not that he's a bad coach. Chelsea
Kenya Lampard even as a player.
The gamble is a 60-41 and yet 50-50.
Say
60 to succeed, 40 to fail.
Moreover, you more be a second chance. I am not coming no more. It was a players on my far Dele Alli. At a certain point, that Real Madrid for Pedro. At a certain point, no England for star player or many done so. Donny van der Beek, the Man United for a year. Into Mrantia me and some form for this genuine transfer marketing. They are going to prove certain people wrong. Lampard has to prove that he's a good coach because I'm saying Chelsea, Obia and or negative reviews because unfortunately for him, Thomas Tuchel no buy Rudiger. Her Rudiger, her Mason Mount, her boys are. He won the Champions League.
The Lampard.
Oh yes, sorry, but also you soon know. Am I now? Branton is so consistent within the setup. Inti, but Brennan Gidi or Lampard into a year Juma way. I was a Hanon. I was or ye bibian. That's why I think the motivation is or bet peso be ye bibina was saying yani dino ye our football.
Well, maybe I may see how make it to him say, baby, Everton Ginano. Say if the manager comes to me and reverse the trend, there's a high possibility that I'm on to make relegation. And I know Premier League table now. They lie 16th. Say Everton the best 7th. Now for a manager now more like a gamble. Nothing to me and finance the who is season finance manager need better 13th for and Kayanesa. But baby on Dano Obi. Say manager ni ba now far. Everton is going to relegation.
I say no super ready say. I'm the established manager.
Absolutely.
Established manager like Carlo did a very good job, and I remember they brought in Rafa, who knows the Premier League. Say, okay, fine. Why don't we try a young manager? Oh, no, so are you hungry for success? Because if you had your core, this time he wants you have this hunger to succeed. And see, fine, the gamble will be in there, but if it's a positive, so you
only hope they will succeed.
Umpire, man. Okay, Andy Cassias. Fairham Kakani, Ghana Premier, Ghana coaching once and some. Yamasha, a Premier League window, no so because Santiago go hard so folk as gold luminous and side players. Yamasha, how and so as you connect somehow doing so one with you. Dr. Tony being said buying in self-free coaching. No Yamo executive council for no money a coach. No, Obi tries to an investigation. Kakra, new coach. I was a guy eating mano. Now there is this picture. I say I met you on social media. I understand the picture. I check a crowd. His Excellency the President. The gathering be an Chrisuti war. I would say as the President, and has a new relationship. I see maybe President share the crowd with UK. I think I'm not President Bafu for now. And this is the picture. Oh, so. And knows a presidency na aswena we by understand the president two kwam on it one of the visits no so you could than Kumas or has accredited here live on Facebook and on one TV and the other one and this is on Chris Hughton the Jeffy and it's hard it talks about the relationship
absolutely
say the president or the presidency or the
my problem kakrani say now Watford for Claudio Ranieri replacement omo for Roy Hodgson ko be 80 years Chris Hughton Watford Chris Hughton straight say no can some other is not TV so say Chris Hughton so punditry no be and I say they say Bibia just over Ghana there be Chris Hughton no me point obi Chris Hughton no. And yes, sir, he is the best manager available. But team media, he's the best manager after Avram Grant who has applied. Who's that? We are top-notch coaches. Who's the Avram Grant? Avram Grant gave us something. I say, now on my cloud in terms of your coaching. Say, former Chelsea manager. Okay.
So, Avram Grant commanded the respect of the players because almost Runo. Said we are coaching Chelsea. We appear about Cheva. I can say team. Ghana players in front of me who teams fooding wow. Ghana. Say we are. We bought a ye. Why kake? Why di? It's who born no coaching Chelsea. 7 predecessor. We coaching Lampard. No name. Or a ye Asian. Eti where why? Obit say Chris Hughton or coaching at the Premier League level, even getting the chance to coach even the Championship, it doesn't come by chance.
But chance, someone says, "Baby, I will no baby, oh nyani or
my who no dozo." Wow, baby, you
was like a Ghana.
You about I've no biambos of a fan. Pauline's no much one some pedumai, so Campbell, some pedumai. It's to get the chance alone.
Okay,
it shows you have something. I just know BB.
Okay.
To qualify Norwich to the Premier League from the Championship.
Did they stay the Premier almost now on the qualification?
Qualification, and that's the thing. The thing is that what Norwich needs to stay in the Premier League heading to keep those teams in the Premier League heading. And until now, coaches small teams to bring Newcastle back in the Premier League difficult.
Okay,
and that alone, and I want to say, team no. You say you were a lot of average players. And your good players, you say your man maybe. And you say your problem in camp is discipline.
Okay.
And we need somebody who has coached at that level who can instill discipline with a team.
Okay.
Now say, oh, share the F and anybody in India. No, you say, Kev and the catcher is okay. You never grand crackers or back. Also, when you is a doing the also traffic and nanan. Oh, every F is so, Yenya, Ebia, coach Bitsevia, Vaid Aliotic. Why in the African team for a long time with almost every Carlos Cruz, because already Carlos Cruz on the Bobos. Or the Bobos.
Only Carlos Cruz, no the Bobos.
Aye. I could show high level now because level now with
where Carlos Cruz was called couple.
I'm a chess.
I'm coach Ronaldo Mupayo.
I'm a chess.
Chris Hughton,
the Chrome team, it's no Nya coach, you know. It's just a Chris Hughton is the Chrome team here.
Now, Chris Hughton in England on a Juma Bianio. I just said, Ghana.
Chris Hughton on Castle of Edmund, one of my friends on my bedroom. A bind penny for the coffee and sombra. Okay. On bedroom. Okay. Na Chris Hughton, Juma Benyayan. Utwad Unya.
Okay.
Sabi coach. Didi Onya. What I say? Babu was go Milo Onya. Auntie, and none of the. It's here they say they were available near.
Okay.
Thank you, baby, maybe and why so. Sabi Mikel Arteta, but I was so coach Ghana. What I say? So we asked our coach.
Yeah.
The pedigree, no, because of us, no coach no guarantee. And he event say Pep Guardiola an assistant here go fano.
Okay.
By Twitter, yet me fa. But say I can see him peck resulting. Near see ye pen pie otoadwa. A hot year, the only number tons and yeni. There's a resulting ye otoadu ye. 7 predators otoado. Ye gidi pa sebia. Darmstadt. Team now in the form of Darmstadt. Omo Bundesliga 2 ni. Omo the team no be mo otoado akuchi. Otuadu betenye bia second division bia coach go Germany e bia pe oye Dortmund adwuma no then Otuadu dey ba and ma say amafo argument omo ye ne say Christian nim ye game no obi obeka say bia na adwe de ni team no either say nye ana wa bon enyoma mienu football ma me example enra Winfried Schaefer Rico Besong na narrative story or some go for Winfried Schaefer no coach Africa da of Germany. I don't go find back Cameroon. I know some are about Cologne. To know about Cologne for wine, sit down or German. Papa the bar on take or the interpreter about on take Omokasana or the French. I know Corno no say, ye team no, Obi or Yaka French. The Babe 2 parent German. Eti how are you going to coach us? Or so if a chef was answered, do you want a language teacher or a coach? Because football. One language, yeah. You see, everyone don't go for the because someone say he doesn't know our game. Which one is our game? Sabi Milo no mucho no ma try makweno. And Milo ninya and the brightest thing with Ghana. No name game. There be no name. No coach Africa. There be mo. Avram Grant Tibekroma. No coach Africa. There be no name game. There be. But the Yakobo finals of Milovan Rajic. Oh, people should start thinking. Ma omunya de no
Ratome Dukovic sorry
what a Ratome Dukovic dey call you oh I don't know man looking like example Tigana you want to say the Mourinho player would they make the same argument say he doesn't know our game which one is our game you two ball ready ohwe and we ba na ma say and we ba sako you three ever ready the team go 2 and 3 ever ready you goalkeeper either division 3 over England sa goalkeeper over there form no in game. You very from on it, and then they buy. Your players today, you don't say some bono. Naman on bono. You give ending, and also who said you will be him, and answer baby, as an coach. They should bring a superior argument. The argument they are making a daft and a flawed, and look at all your cry. If you are talking about buying influencer, no problem. Then I'm going to make a case. Mr. Christut in the Instagram, it is Gabriel so much. Says I buy $120,000 a month. Hey, one penny. Not go for interview. Okay.
As a marker and marker, because we be a fan watch my. no we be answer now o tebro fo no jare akronfo no mfra buchi beba
ai na ike chasa mo amna na gamburu ne music afore kono abeje ba go fi sam say chasa mo say pay for the tebro for say you go be chana be ke bro for my ada bro for the chasa and the area when nim na enko anim but e ba be coaching sense some they say gaining momentum the FA people are in Germany. Airport to ado Chelsea yesterday now be the team no. Now reason you as almost say pay. We see to Rehiga okran so be a big case for him for German no can so ogo you kwa the tie ya brand you you say gan na oka ti kwa ni eyi na ni na only players half of the can G non T but that oka bro form better. That's what we say in brothers. You need to grab a couple of watchers. I'm yeti. Everything you. Anyway, Andy, yes, Chairman, right.
Yes, Chairman, you better more transfers, but my mini can farm Mason Greenwood has no update. Kakran Famra. Also, no, I catch us Nike for and a sponsor brand. Now Nike for yes, omo monitor situation. He said he see a case, said he see a Chairman and Ranaju and a Nike for this statement. Eba say. Say almost actually at free the sponsorship and I said the relationship when your brand friends say Mason Green with the one Nike for so much woman at free mo na still go so monitor say the situation is here now chairman adeba could say oko Manchester United supporters ni na no bia nya na adwe say bia oko United site no akopɛ say bia Mason Green with adie bia oko akopɛ bia to oba de bebani say oko search Mason Green with
I'm pulling all the shirts, you know.
Yeah. No match. I say sorry. Your search for Mason Greenwood did not match any products.
I'm pulling
BBA. I'm pulling BBA.
They don't joke with the corporate brand and the image in this. I don't know. I had a toy with it.
Chairman, my member of Kwanimu Kakrana Fe, the Memphis transfers, Nis also na Abidjafon to us. So now, the attendance okay incident at FCA Olimbe Stadium. Sa stampede nipa ne bi mbese ngwatwi free mu no enra enwumre ena the Fickerfoot president Samuel Etefils enso echo hospital hono nipa ne bi a omu prepare na chairman ade no ba bia etoko enso emanko an yehu omu emanko a o join live on Facebook a chairman ni ti emane bi no ekra no ne ba akora we say so stampede ne ka no
mami oko
mami oko bi nice
we don't use the slim queens Oliver Kahn
slip queens
slip queens
ono so ko so kwa bi na stambiti etoko honra eko cheke said omo
na man dosu clearly which is a man no muchi form
on say me man dia hoden tia ya no opim we to form no opim obi to form na just woko the a man na dosu pa o dey see no but chairman enyo on say after say Cameroon as a COVID issues neighbor bebrebe akofo say I didn't team bia on Cameroon bebo bia ni players tested positive. As I saw attention a course no. Since then, yenya team bia the players are tested positive him. Say nyame admoch na ena ebenya Burkina Faso and Senegal match no. The attendance eno test a course no two sides no obi tested negative. Enti game no set for nyame admoch na ewo eye Olimbe Stadium ho. Na chairman Egypt so no onse Egypt so ewo crucial game against Cameroon. Almost player back we out. Ono de anya COVID nemum eno eye injury we prankasa Ahmed Agazi.
Oh okay.
Obi so players are a world the man Egypt Ahmed Agazi. Jeremy player na can assembly. A defense Ahmed Agazi.
But only my ba ko shock him about Egypt. Oriam first game, almost second game, third game. It looks like any improvement.
Yeah.
As body even when Morocco saw won.
Yeah.
They took over the game.
Absolutely.
Second part of the first half and the second half.
Absolutely.
And team where team also so kakra. And their pedigree, almost starts no 7. Seven. Start them ball. It's really a player you would think say to be recognized in Egypt as a top player, you have to win the AFCON. That is what we are not telling our boys. Every player we can just say let's work our gallant players. Players that go free first or the gallant. We was out to so cool to add our gadgets. I'm a pandem way.
It's Ahmed Agazi out. Omone a Cameroon match no. Eno aye said yes. Jaman Sadio Mane so yes Sadio we okay open your friends Fadiga.
Calvin Fadiga.
Yes. Ni Jesse number I say man in the number 10 also no na number 10 just in the Senegal. Na man ehun no after say na no mo ball game against Equatorial Guinea.
Obviously Hegazi
Ahmed Hegazi.
Okay, Hegazi.
There be Hegazi
there.
Na Edaribenya Sadio Mane there na ohun opanya friend say Fadiga no. I know say there be ono deserve so be Jesse number 10 say opanyi na ohun na also tijamare video ni to oro Jesse no. And all day Edmond opinion friend say Fadiga. Say Jesse number 10 the end the nyono. That
is how much they respect their legends. I'm gonna respect you,
Yes. Now, Chairman Miramu straight ewo Juve aso ye na uko Juve Brantia friend say Vlahovic and here can I say no. Unim say Juve former and Jesse number 7 Ronaldo Jesse no. And the man. Say baby a player and better now so Ronaldo mansion and what team ewo Torino no. Mansion is on Asa Kwajidi Ama Abrantian. Say on San Quentin, just number 7 on the Amano, the mansion in the chairman, maybe a Vlahovic from Fiorentina.
Mansion.
Vlahovic, I'm a boss now, so they who before. Now, chairman, they
Ronaldo, what double Ronaldo one day.
So almost I'm just number 7 as I come. It was the Quaco Yejuma.
If I don't butcher the thing that be BF. So I did feel out the free.
Okay.
The swimming pool, all over Jari and I talk about ball.
So Ronaldo no if you are still no ball.
So Ronaldo didn't born one Jimmy Papa out Juventus or down or by.
Okay. Chairman, I know transfer maybe I'm not busy pa Ciudad Deportiva. Barca offices one. Now any man na course one you hear videos ni be live on Facebook anyone HDTV. Ninyina because of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Ni deal no but I no pay me information say Arsenal for terminating a contract no intinye loan bi to Barcelona no
free
yes
and I tell you no sado be you only kakre
na we enron anajo pa bag 11
and no
signing the deal no
humility, effort, ambition, respect, teamwork, heart we have said you may be pretty big money omo
office
conference room and as humility, effort, ambition, respect, teamwork. It's an adjourn no more
deal no. Aubameyang the tour.
Says to find the requirements.
Never pan a bonnet. Only never pan announce deal the first. Papa Aubameyang. Omane announce but na Barca for Ukrainian confirm deal no. But Papa Aubameyang and a call social media. I on the Instagram page and what they call to confirm here. Says you say the BBI kama ama the bad sweat in my room. Now and no her boss and penny for na time I know my bread. Omo brand na june papa. Edru baby now say omo order pizza near the adina dem omo. Na Aubameyang time I know oko office on. Oko sign we are opie no. Also I the thumbs up. Ube one report and so no so pie no. Na one report pie ponche no. Obi ani ma de kruntia.
When you Aubameyang. Bobe de ona pogro hiti we. Oni body no doubt but there now sentence otembo nyabotre we say no we dey count loan no go bo no aba e bia no reform on dem chi
I always send you one report a video back we time I know mo ba sign the contract no back we ni opie no we say we video start be we say o punch and the chair Barca support so enkunim diaba.
But when you buy me here, now friend Torres, okay.
Now can you say?
My La Liga no, La Liga ni here. My competition in Rem. Into Benya Adama Tuari, Ferran Torres, Aubameyang. And yeah,
free. Nana Bogu say it's not free. Arsenal saves £21 million. Good for both parties. Give the right information. Me pacho. So I deal in the army. Me calm and tell them. Oh, the fact that you have information, nobody can. It doesn't mean the person is wrong. And I'm.
Now, over here, Barca, say almost probable 11. Maya Makuma different are four with players. I say Barca for crowd.
When you save money, it's there. I'm not saying. But so if you are Abian foot chalka and enjoy.
Yeah.
Say Abian desires a baby. No, because Obi when you be qua. It is free. Sabian obey service can because go to Akawa saving. But the fact still remains that
saving money, they say teams will be saving money.
I mean, trust. Saturday
every morning, but they
people have information. They make it look like as tell me who they are. And trust Yamra is because locals your window windows your
now it will be now Basa probable Bakuni say per players about the crisis here almost 30 gamer obetumi starting the say
yambe probable say na fi wan say fi Basa no
we are 3 back
Basa na go 3 back.
Yeah, sure. Say Basa we go 3 back.
There you a different lineup.
3-5-2. Okay.
Now yes, I heard a different one.
Okay.
Until Aubameyang betumi replace Memphis on the left.
Yeah. Not Memphis a leady.
Not Ferran Torres a leady as false 9.
Okay.
Na Adama Traoré a ball right.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Now Pedri, Gavi, Busquets, and whichever player. Okay. Very nice 11.
They're not all kind of crabby or say.
Yeah.
But we just have Ferran boom court 9.
Yeah, Ferran Beko 9. So Aubameyang left.
The other two sono. It's a radio.
Okay.
It's also your bobo. Say we are tested in the goal post. Alba on the left, Piqué and Arroyo in the middle, and Alves able fullback. Busquets as the anchor man. And a Pedri, the young boy in front of him. Adama Traoré on the right, Ferran Torres on the left, Aubameyang, and so Eli the attacker. And on the buy.
Yeah, Barca team as at now the Ukra no. Now, everyone have team so confirm me and we are the video me Frank Lampard buy. Yeah, don't even a big studio. Oh man, just number 30. If I run a choose just number 30 no. Also for 30 because I don't know they started with Ayas. Will be who in the limelight or by Manchester United and Kui. Until or call back to Everton. No. Now, or Mukatan say Jesse say available 30 women. Wow, and Oka say your woman Jesse number 30. Now, often could Dini Jumano Everton. Until video me yama around here friends don't even the big no. What I say until play on the or no Neniaji Swaba. On the night just Lingard so air for this and Quebeco. But I know me catch was a Lingard then the bedding because of Mason Greenwood issue no. Everyone a branch here friends just Lingard yana edin. Until Lingard ent me I make a move. Obeda so atna ewo Bobo Kwari din ede Manchester United. But and 1st of February chairman Manchester United officially and Mr. Ed Woodward na jumani na aba na wiye ewo Manchester United aswe into opinion ko ama obi atiki over now obi ka about PSG game on losing and run Coupe de France say PSG for Ephraim ewo round of 16 na Nice for you move from penalties Javi Simons obi ono na ko say ni penalty this asem the benti without Neymar no Messi share number 10 and ra but Ankoi they say PSG for Ephraim ewo Coupe de France the chairman eno say this yet Aaron Ramsey so say me kai no say Jare Benya Ramsey so video na no am ya say this yet ono so akopie mu enso ewo Bobo friends Rangers was Scotland na okoe no oma bibia kama Eman Rangers this nation from Juve from Arsenal to Juve to Rangers eno player friends Aaron Ramsey ono so de no wie na Ramsey na cast na for munya na kamombe
David. Yeah, midfield no man here on the same day.
Nyanka Atambelo na.
And I say will now do no okay. Okay. Etienne Ramsey Echo Rangers. Yeah, say hearts of Sobrante cause also video no home.
Yeah.
You be here no so their trade for. But once I'm for say it looks like this time I say BKB supported government no on Chris Hughton. Na ebianke president former president Mahama na owa e go support and they said that time no only minister me must support no power we as ba Nila Van der Poel 7 players in the PPP and I know
I'm a World Cup no this kakoi na players no and I'm got so many Mahama Nkasa. I remember how you dealt with the players.
Oh yeah.
Say who born you say Mampenia for so in Nkasa was when Mampeni Nkasa. There is no politics in this. Adie yenye. Se Mahama na otie kunya so enanka former president so kofa Chris Hughton aba enka all of us will have supported him. This one has got nothing to do with politics. Yeah, omunya sa anyama no. Can't we do anything without politics for once in this country?
That's the kind of country we are living in. It looks like everything is being politicized. But you're moving beyond it. Now you're him. Now, so say, alright, but Mensa, Edna Nato, I Ghana, Yavco, na coin now, 7 brothers, and Guasia by no. Wakasa dia fa ho ye beba eno ho nsem Dr. Tony Obin enso ne nsem a ode atuda any you know ye beba eno nso eso ene nsem ho do but obi now to otoado asem no oba wo say na so ekuta no
chairman
asema ka modu
no correct chairman per head coach for the Black Stars, head coach for the senior national team the Black Stars inti I was say careful kakra o selection nim Milo amaye hu say ye nya botre na ye kofa obi basa dia consequences no so because ohwe sika de Jamilo kwan na ebetumi asi natural and ebetumi asi natural green pitches be enum kra mayen enti yes your playoffs against Nigeria very critical and no na mad decision we no because 2018 Russia World Cup no ya ntumi ankobi 2022 see me out there pressure e wo mamu ha na be kosoro kakra because Black Stars na say am wo mko Cameroon obeka so man no obi amfa Black Stars ne ho nanso mudi Mbappe Ghana for interest home into the selection of our next coach no and you say a year prehu bebre and we should be looking beyond the playoffs against Nigeria. We should be looking at the next 2 years 3 years Nipani contribution to grassroots football. And Otoado ye Ghana ni mapa Wasiakama the Black Stars of Ghana paying Min Kai Kurano Ghana Nigeria 2000 Nani Mode Mono Eso ni papa ye. But so because ne Otoado ye coach wa Dortmund enya no kre. Oko Borussia Dortmund for official website coach is our hono Otoado nka ho. Oko that's the first team. Oko second team niswa ana under 23 niswa. Coach is our hono Otoado nka ho. Omo team bi omo friend traditionals near legends of the club omo week in week out omo so omo fitness kakra e hoso no Otoado enka ho. So the official website of Borussia Dortmund does not have Otoado as a coach. Oko transfer marketer omo describe Otoado as a trainer scout. Dortmund for coaches no.
Okay, any coaching staff any.
We're a transfer market for there.
Okay.
Yes. Dortmund for Ankasa official websites no. Marco Rossi, Rena Maric, Alexander Zengler, Matthias Klestenberg, okay. Yeah. Johannes Weiber, Matthias Kolosic, Ferran Wangler, and Dennis Marshall, Patrick Baiga, and Frank Graffen. These are the coaching staff for Dortmund. According to the Kitman woman say Otoado ye coacher anka ne picture bebem and ani din wo ho Otoado din ni ho.
Scout.
So what does a trainer scout do? A trainer scout I say Sebastian Hallard ni shooting about form enti Otoado go and sharpen his shooting for us. Trainer scout
or a trainer science scout. Okay.
Dortmund the top player. You say Otoado correct player no. Natural who be fabre na ye mpanyimfo no ye nyina so ne mfamfa no. Enukra say why assistant coach pen. But in prempra ye ka say no Dortmund no only official position bia. And now person place on record. Na Ghana ni bia ti ase say Otoado no oba no. And now ye ka say Dortmund for ni onye coach ho. So that misinformation has to be cleared. The next available information is he is a trainer scout. How can a trainer scout be the head coach of the Black Stars? It was say ankayenti technical committee bia ombe be net ni mu kakra because we are skilled. Well, I said ni packet we be na chinchine pese ni omo eye adwuma, and that is a problem. O check it Otoado nankasa on transfer marketer. The last job was the assistant coach of the Black Stars. So Ghanaians should not have the feeling. So Otoado only Marco Ross in a year or Dortmund. That is not true. And as a scout and as a trainer scout, Nejumani are limited.
Oh, I need true. So in the year, Juma. Only in the year, Juma, baby, I need directly with the team.
To make me point, they say, how should a trainer scout be the head coach of the Black Stars? Unless say a lower standards, no. Unless say coach be on I know be on nam ni be or football munu you bet me the Black Stars no asha ni sa. Then a GFN who on the move say to add our proper management skills or a tough person or a disciplinarian or sounds a good tactician. The two games against the Super Eagles of Nigeria no you bet me you re asha or to adumu so bet me asha team am I to qualify for the World Cup and make an impact at the World Cup and of course build Ghana football in general. And so me person ya tria dwe kosi so say yenya botre kakra na ye hwehwe nyoma ni mu yie. Should be very careful. Results by results. Chris Hughton say no, and was say win the result because the season were about 9 matches. And when you 1 win, 1 draw, 7 losses. And we had the Biamuko training. Not 9 matches, 1 win, yeah. Now, no, so was here with him near your proper background checks and sana, ya prayer home. And he said Milo Sansi Biom. And he said Kofa coach. Young Yan to be can was him. Now 2-3 days after the playoffs against Nigeria, it's your pamano. Now, no Swiss Kafu for and I babetia. To make straight here for, sir, we have to be careful in this selection. Critical to our football. And as we speak today, Otto Addo is not a coach at Dortmund.
He's not a coach.
He's not a coach.
Chairman.
Or a trainer scout.
Trainer scout.
In fact, you could baby a Ghana football one. And they say inform me the kind of coach that we need.
Now, Obi Bisa say if they felt Otuado had that a year also coaching Black Stars now, why didn't they consider him ahead of Milo? But decided to make him an assistant to Milo. And now when Nyoma San Dieguno, the person we felt said only good enough at that time to coach the Black Stars is now good enough to lead the technical team. So people ask questions and
now, baby, I can say now. And
so instead of deciding to lobby the FA, they are imposing a coach. And
now, Christian, answer about to us, Chairman. What's your FA for choice now? It makes government's choice reasonable.
Yes.
Ama, they are buying, you know, and funny more, but a toasumu. Nipa no coach or training for. Say o jump or form. Nti anopa bia obefrɛ madam for my training also bra na me training yasuma no ye hu player bi wo ha kɔhwɛ no
asaba okay what kind a friend say Mr. Bemensa man no go to coach no sorry go to CEO oba fro no mutoto players near yina no players home to money there oh it's fine have the me go coach bia obi it's your under 17 I say players go ball under 17 World Cup there. We are there. There's no be we are there. And I go van Nkrumah, Lawrence Kenya, and they will not buy. Under 20 national team, I go tournament. No choose because I say, oh they say only on nimbo, but play on national team level there. And yeah. They mean to me can't to them say FN Ebian come when FN is okay. They are not looking at Chris Hughton. Baby can come over Ebia Gambia coach no. What I say. The Gambian coach knows the Nigerian team. Juma or Gambian team. You must say consider no. And can make a strong football case. Then people will say that about Jeff and no Juma.
Yeah.
But Obia over Milo no. You favored Milo ahead of him. Till Ufili say he should be Milo's assistant part time, not even full time, part time basis. I want to now Milo fairly, you know. You feel that same person who was not good enough to be the head coach is now good enough to be the head coach.
Maybe
then Abani says, Masa.
And now say FA now super somoma Otuado platform. No dinini.
Baby Edruno and your platform asem.
That's the only option. That's the only option. I quite say Chelsea man Frank Lampard platform and now Zidane Madrid man. Maybe that's because the best job you able to media man Otuado your assistant. Best assistant.
All the time now make us say Otuado ne Tanko no. Tanko comes ahead of him. That's wrong. on the trainer scout
chairman
on the bench
adia
bench situations crano those things need is shown absolutely so it's a bench players do better with it maybe and then as a coach you manage all those things the assistant the best now give me government come okay to do tanku two assistants Chris Hughton or assistant maybe I mean Chris Hughton no so the former or the assistant bebo or the video analysis the performance analysis or the backroom staff but near catch and say we also have coaches who want to develop we are Ghana ni Nimdia okoye the train with team on premiership team a coach you know or wow now we training ma your young coaches no maybe a coach Samuel Bodu Ignatius no the Karela coach Kobe Mensah no near now to train you Nimdia one impact we should be looking at the bigger picture. In a bigger picture now, ever boy, what do coach blast our coach there? And you have me
Chairman, AFCON your coin or say a free moon. How many teams are about AFCON?
24.
Ghana to 19.
DBT 5.
Yeah. So I remember who ranking on the banner. Say Eddie from your team in beam.
Aye.
It's a ranking it here. So far ranking teams now a call AFCON I say no more here.
Ghana BT Sudan Algeria Guinea Bissau Ethiopia Mauritania.
Teams in the
but the Chrome Pan say Oma BT Omina apart from Mauritania no be a boy for change.
Zimbabwe BTA. Sierra Leone BTA. Even Cape Verde. Comoros. That is the level of Ghana football at this moment. Baby, I want to know. So, me highly possible say we may not even qualify for the World Cup, but Nigeria is better than us. So, you Ghana same free chain. Now, oh yeah, very, very honest. Chama beje to say Nigeria for ya this year. Omo ya this so extremely possible. Say Nigeria bet me say any qualify for the World Cup.
And of course.
So, what should we looking is that can we start looking beyond that World Cup qualification and start building a team where 2 years later Ghana will not be in this position again?
That's also a very good A.
Baby, I don't we don't need this at this moment. What we need is that Ghana Ako AFCON. Teams are called AFCON year 24. Yeah, ranking teams, Ghana to also 19. That is the sad reality of Ghana football.
Yeah, also 19 Nigeria to also 9. Abdul Rahman, so let me chip in this. What was the job of every winner to Ghana when he was working alongside Claude Loa? BKB, by Gagambodo, I would be happy to learn. Yeah, and a physical trainer, by natural fact, he was assistant coach.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He was always on the bench of the team. He was always in charge of training. So the Black Star chica crack. And on the ma, Mr. can say, on a physical trainer, no assistant because Oko trainer on the BBA. Etebia Obusa are based on the fact that every Otuado or a trainer scout.
Yeah.
And you're man or but Minya Raman, when you are to say, Raman, meaning Sabi, I'm not know what. Other Hono Momono. You remember title events you, Sabi. So, players cry, some match we. Now, so I'm a player, no underhand money, you can be in trouble.
Yeah.
Say hi, Timika, so movie number you way, Nebia, or churches come, special bonus, you can be in trouble because those are taxes, and almost money, they don't joke with it. It's a situation, no, we were lied to because they didn't want backlash from the public. Say, and over coach wants to have an assistant that can, and they be a test hard, and I say, and maybe my situation, I a bit different. But Christian, they're okay. Let me say, can't we decide? Backlash, I've been decide say. And say be a Christian to the maybe assistants here. Thank you to Ado. Of course, maybe so not an assistant baby. I can see him back. Now yen is okay. Now assistants are you. Those assistants will also be made to handle some of the junior teams. Say be a Otuado any Tankwa. Every Abaku in charge of under 23, Abaku in charge of under 20.
Yeah.
Because the whole never feed into the senior team. Then he will be in charge of all that.
Yes.
Then we look at that building now.
And a short term and then a long term project. Term and short term, and they say at this print there, you need our place now. Omo man you say omo mama eno. Se betimi compete at the highest level in the interim. we need those players who have decided that they will not play for us. One of the best players and Chris Hughton. So let's bring Chris Hughton in the interim, convince all those players to come and play for us. Maybe after 1 or 2 years, maybe you're taught about your assistant. No, I learn on the job. Maybe 2 years later, we give him the job.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Over, yeah.
Case closed. Enti ntokwa ba so na me pewe nyina no. Na me de ntia me ni efede nya adwe ni se chairman. Your position will never work when we start say oh ubeso ne aban esane to. And then they're asking government to stay away, me boy.
Yeah.
So government decide to stay away. Would the FA have the confidence say, okay, government will stay away? Yakupe coach aba, ya de be chaba safa ban tuareka. Would they have the confidence to go to government and tell government say, we ask you to stay away? Government stayed away. What tell the baby? Was some fan who be. Now you go look for a coach. After the be chaba safa ban coach nika. The only time the FA can make that position is when they have their own capacity to pay their own coach. And then I can say, and I can FA after the Yankas Yatimako, ya coaching China, Yanyasika, Yabe coach Kadia, then the FA can have that position about Tranche young beam. Abani coach also about to stay away. Kofa coach for coach Abaye.
Well, we say other than careful, no project. Be so okay. There are young coaches. Somebody won the league last season. And also Prosper Ogun is doing so well. If I Kobe Mensah, if 1 or 2, we know also you're about 5 coaches, 5 promising coaches. Now let's work on these coaches. There are intermittent programs. We attachment. We have no back because your plan. We say in the next 2 or 3 years we should empower these people to take over. It's one assistant to her. No, how can the coach who won our league last season, Samobodu, the assistant coach of National Under 20? Oh, how?
And paying for a plane ticket. I got in Germany, some copy assistant coach. Tiasim no. Or much a plane ticket. I copy any Obuya assistant coach.
Assistant coach. Also a trainer scout.
Yes, into no. And we have plane ticket. Yenin Nikodin Como. Nemum, then a track record no I was return no. One mumu kromwa, a bank as a woman on Wabo. And then you have plane ticket. Any Obuya assistant coach. Ekodin Como. Nachema we say Otado no bacho no mu huni da na. Otado Jeff pay for omu huni da. Omu huni da. Eno omo say atwa ho sika. Ye omo kwanu akoko di nkomo.
Omo convince say baby adu no.
Enti na eko was asemba Burkina Faso se mo na omo di no. Na nado wanye video conference. Nye video conference no ye. Ena motimi es
no I busy no nya daji.
They can the same thing.
Yeah, they wa daji.
Opanyi no open say no ye pa players chow. Ene ye pa coaches chow. Ese no ye po bia cho ade o man no se na ayefo sa national flag se no ye integrity na ni wo bie ene esere nkrofo se onu wo dot mo no onu ye trainer no wonu na onu mom na panyifo ese sika enne kwakodi nkomo ho nom omu hwe a na enyina sa aba ha abra do nu CV wosro no onu da se okromu o chairman Egypt, Morocco, Cameroon all national team coaches no check the assistant coaches. Assistant coaches there one no they are local coaches and afa adwumadi no moye no enti Egypt epam wo somebody no koy no Carlos Queiroz no buy na assistant Mohamed Shoki. Now Egypt tournament na ekoso no chairman how many goalkeepers and Egypt ayu omo isu 3 goalkeepers. The reason is some had that in dwumadi e wodi ho no say in 2009 that time na Egypt aje 6 trophies at the AFCON. Ena Hassan El Sheata eka champanyifo se ohwe goalkeepers a omoba Egypt league nim na mo na omo ya foreigners enti se Osam e Badri Esam e Hadari anywhere omo ntimi ento asa generation eso enti from 2009 omo ama any foreign goalkeeper ambesi akan e the Egyptian Premier League. Now look at their first goalkeeper Oprano, second Ebo, second Mazamalek, third Odemuno. Yako under 19 under 23 Africa Cup of Nations 2009. Then now Richmond Ayi Mukoboyeno. He was the best goalkeeper. Mohamed Sobi on the bedem. Enti onko fa ba enti Chris Utimba na so the ne backroom staff eba na ne dwumadi anso ne se jana ho ema ne kwa e chese ye lose track on our young players because said they okay Ibrahim Tankuba Otado ba na say national team coach no onu ni wa Ibrahim Tanko and then Otado ebe continue sa transitional policy no enti ebe hu dan lad se ofem na emom okufa coach fufroba na so no di team eba na se gya ne kwan a sa policy no ya etwam ene go to Algeria on say Kedi Zechi Adam Beka na say the national team is sick no wofiri is no more there but okachi omo say omonya academy eno omo yebi I think this is the 8th time my academy Algeria. This place ebabo. So in the next 10 years, you call 2010 World Cup no. Chairman, at that time I call no 10 years and how many years? 22. Yeah. Now before the money Kylian Mbappe mo born. Second year SUBO. Because this place they know themselves. I will bet about some could do national team level now. Obet me ejinani ama pass. But you lose track. You are not thinking about the border picture. Say, you bet me at the coaches when Abba and I say MPs, members of parliament, almost 2016, and the sitting government, Eka say, almost basic 10 sports complexes, almost changing sports minister, no, almost changing and almost judge median, and yet of government too, almost sports complexes, no, Mukason Ben, Omajay, and Omokache, members of parliament, Eka Gana for say, almost coaches, no, Obia performance, Obia matches, Awabo. Goals are washe matches we winning the winning percentage members of parliament and I can watch Ghana for
okay
but you question them say Argentina sports complexes no omajai na hinde na aka wurem Argentina omajai a enyo mutimi enka bi bian fa ho but se wan wudi ntia omani abre about blasters no kwenkoye but omani abre about blasters. So you think about the broader picture.
Nana Kwame Buzaza, why isn't Ket using the same enthusiasm in finding sponsors for the league? What does he benefit from the Black Stars? Because he's the FA president, not the Black Stars president. And Black Stars crowd the BBI is cut out because the government will virtually sponsor everything. Yeah. The enthusiasm of the number occupy to enthusiasm of the Kasai about. I've never even heard him speak about a league. Yeah. They become about Black Stars from Gallant to me. I've never worked with a group of dedicated and one. I was thinking he should be talking about February 20th, Ghana's classic. Kotokone has, a Diana versus how the league is also going, and it's suddenly going to league centers to what games, and then going to Germany to go and beg a mediocre coach to come and go to Black Stars. And
once a COVID ban, Gaka ni JF Kabum say, propose a to come out by say, because any embobono, yin trap player biaka 1,000 Ghana cedis. Call 11 wonders no correct on players and scared the mom.
Now you say one thing, girl say, Fino, Omure ye fearsome. I am a young say, when COVID came, every local slayer buying say, Omun trap because players in break clubs in Breno. I buy absorbing all women's teams division. Okay, I buy to have some salaries of players to help this FA. And I'm wondering why they can't sit down with a bank and look at the broader picture. Say, then you bet you buying the okay. Can you go and say now for coach my idea? But the coach now buy then I go find the also weapon so channel. On a bit you also bet me no problem. By so your league no so I want the players ni free to get the coach where be. Near league ni year. And my coach going to be picking 1 or 2 players me from our local league. And just run here abayi wadaruma. My cash injection be $1 million be. You even run your Premier League nim. Me sure say the Roma, I'm players not tra. I'm a team that you let your players na kaye. I'm a players not boab the optimum best. So be a coach no krano. Say the name says a shooting. Your name so coach in England your young players chance. Obetia Himani be ohu e be Richmond Lamte bi ana Salif Ibrahim bi ana so Hima no obi also bra. E be start training with the Black Stars. Obu answer say dem maybe nya Mariano Barretoma William Thiero. Okay. Oman started a Black Star game not as a striker but as a midfielder. Kroma. But these things people are not talking about it and all they care about Mama Kwame any coach. E die nkwa na munya ne coach ni mu a coach asem mani abri sei. Hey
me teacher be not chem BK fe no chida mtum so na o kan dia me teacher BK no chem BK secondary school asa na mike so we o chire we yi da kon we hwan no mesre say football no se beba be ya na nke yi sa external influence too much no e no press aban bo ho ka blasters no but ye na se ankoye technical na kokofa coffee so ba e betu me enso ye betu a kire me ye ese ye toy buhwe na ehwe esika ye wo wahu ada amokofa milo no there were other coaches who were interested. In fact, you decline picky back okra. Picking the way ya na another team so picking over 100,000 a month. 100,000 a month. Now what you want now? Even crowd they no me demand me look no. It sounds like yeah, take room hano. Yaket yen rusa. Me too for say. Yeah. Yeah, if you stay yamma GFE. Because I know many people are ekoso. It's a juvenile football. Bibi say a league here trying to revive it in a way. Me sure say mubeja tumse league yasasa kakra. And the other things that count money a bus sesia utumi hwe live bi bi ni ada. No man kiti bi asasa ekonomy. Enti you see a charge do this, get this for us rather than say for we